Welcome back everybody to Huobi Global Live. My name is Darko, your host this evening, and tonight we are joined by a special guest co-host. He is Dmitry Kolyarov. He's the co-founder of Dexe.network, and I'm giggling because I hope I said your name properly. Kolyarov, Dmitry?
Kotlarov, right, you're right.
Awesome. I didn't want to ask you before we went live. I thought I will try to surprise you. Awesome stuff. Dmitry, welcome to Huobi Global. How are you feeling this fine evening, day, morning, depending which part of the world you're from?
I'm from Ukraine, so it's the afternoon right now, and I'm feeling well. I'm happy to be here.
Wow, welcome, and welcome to everybody watching in the official Huobi Global app and on YouTube Live and on Facebook Live. We currently have 16,000 people watching in the official Huobi Global app. Please show us your support, please smash that like button, and please let us know in the live chat box which country you are watching from. So Dmitry, before we get started on tonight's topics and tonight's main questions, I would like to start with asking a little bit about yourself first, and could you maybe give us a little bit of a background on you and how you got into crypto and maybe why?
Okay, no problem. So hello everybody again. Yes, as I already mentioned, I'm Dmitry. I'm one of the co-founders of Dexe.network. And let's start. So like almost of our team, I'm in Dexe team. I have a deep background in trading and investments. It's been a passion of mine for a while, starting as a trader way back in 2011. I've been in crypto since 2016, yes, so I got participate in several cycles of its development, including the famous hype of 2017, maybe you know, remember it, and it's equally massive reversal then.
Yes.
So the DeFi boom also, which happened, and what it has now become, the NFT, DAO, play to earn trends, and more. When I learned the most of that's this, and I think that is the future of all investments is in social trading. So in today's live, I will explain exactly how our team is approaching capital management via social trading, including with our much anticipated flagship product, the DeXe Investment, with this connected with DAO management and capital management too. So, yeah.
Nice. I'm looking forward to hearing what you have to say and being around in the space for as long as you have been. 2011, did you say? 2011? Bitcoin must have been your first crypto, right?
Yeah, I just paid for some things, referral programs in 2011. Yeah, so it was, I don't remember the price, maybe some dollars.
And back
maybe $2 or $3 on that time. Then it hyped to 1K, 100K, then down again.
Yeah.
When the MT Gox crashed and so on. So it's a very huge story from that time.
Oh, definitely. And were you one of those people like myself back then where there wasn't really any YouTube or YouTube channels for information, but it was more the Bitcoin Talk forum was the place to go for crypto and for pre-sales if there were any, and any other things. There was a few scammers on there as well, but nowhere near as many as today. Today is just a different story. So as you mentioned, you saw the craze of 2017. That was the ICO craze back then. ICOs were exploding, and then the regulators got involved and said, "Oh, you can't sell this, you can't do that. You're a security, and you might be hold on over there while we investigate you for 2 years. Hold your sale." And then we had the DeFi explosion, as you mentioned as well. And right now it's all about NFT and metaverse and gamify. So where we will move to next, time will tell. But you've obviously been here a long time and you've seen a lot and you know what you're talking about. So I'm going to pick your brain here tonight. Yeah. So awesome stuff. So I'm going to start off with our first question of the evening. So I pronounced it Dexe, but you called it Dexe. So did I pronounce
Dexe?
It right?
Yes.
Dexe.
A lot of people say Dexe, but from the beginning it was Dexe.network.
Dexe.network. Okay, I will call
Dexe,
it
yes.
Dexe.network. So why?
Yeah, but you can say Dexe.
Okay.
No problem.
What if I say it with a Spanish accent? Call it Dexe. Then I'll cause more confusion. All right. So,
Okay.
why did the DeXe network team choose asset management as its mission, and what potential do you see there?
Yeah, that is cool. So we started out as a traders, as I mentioned, even before the crypto in 2011. But DeFi brings so much more trading that we had to expand our mission to full asset management. And DeFi completely changed the relationship between people and their assets with more control, more cooperation, and even more automation than ever before. But to get there, DeFi needs people with a lot of experience in trading, as our team, for example, on asset management and of course in crypto. So this is exactly our team. So we felt the need to take on this big, important mission. The other big part of why we chose specifically asset management as our mission is because today asset management is rather primitive compared to what it can be in the real life, given the power of DeFi. People today still think that it's about managing tokens and accounts and nothing more. But in reality, asset management is about managing your relationship. So you most important, and some may say your only real assets are people. We want to create a system where people can have transparent, secure, and mutually beneficial relationships, where everybody profits in tandem, like investors, traders, or managers and their platform. So yeah.
So you obviously see a lot of potential there, then, which is why
For
you chose
sure.
this
So
direction.
yeah, when we started to develop it, it was the big pain for us as a traders. When we made huge researches around the DeFi and around the asset management, around the DAOs, so we built this product for ourselves first, and then to other.
Okay. So how long has this been around for? Did you say?
We started with our asset management platform 2 years ago,
Yep. Okay, nice.
around 2 years.
And do you worry about the competition in the field? Is the asset management market too saturated, do you think, or not so?
I am not worrying at all because in all businesses, competition is a good because it leads to innovation. So we are not worrying about it because we have totally different perspective on asset management. It's not about capital anymore. Like I mentioned earlier, your greatest asset are your relationships, and build trust and cooperation with like-minded people, and everyone benefits from better way to invest, better way to govern DAOs. I'm not aware of any competitor because with a similar approach. From any technical perspective, there is no other solution in the DeFi market that I'm aware of that does not give the manager direct control over investor funds. Whether it's an exchange or a fund, investors physically transfer their assets to the wallets and someone else who can then steal it. We work a completely different way. The fund manager makes trades with his own money, and those traders are reflected in the investors' accounts via smart contracts, without ever giving direct access to investor capital to any more but the investor.
Okay.
So yeah.
So what you're saying is you basically have a monopoly. You have a monopoly.
It's not like a monopoly, but we have another different concept on any separate solutions or any competitive solutions which have DeFi market now. And we see a very big potential in the capital management with the DAO management from the beginning. And it will bring the huge mass adoptions to crypto too. And we are trying to make it in a simple way for any user. It never mind you're a VC or you're a retail user. anyone can use the DeXe network platform and earn on it.
So no worries at all. No worries at all about the competition. You're quite confident.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I like to
Yes,
see
yeah.
and hear. That's what I like to see and hear. Nice, nice. So that sounds pretty fascinating. So can you tell us more about your DAO management solution?
Sure, it's pretty interesting. It's what we are focused, very focused now. So DAO sounds very good, on the paper, but are mostly shells, and few people actively submit or even vote on proposals. The incentives are broken. It's like a rule on a lot of DAOs, and DeXe Investments DAO funds will give people the ability to create a DAO, all of its settings and its incentive rewards in just a couple of clicks. And then users can govern it via proposals, like a really true decentralized DAO. And I'm very excited about it.
Right,
okay, yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, could you tell us a bit more?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Just imagine modifying your DAO with voting. That's simple to set up and understand for any user without any technical background. And yet the changes happen on chain for anyone to see in a transparent, immutable way. You can create a token to govern your DAO. You can use an NFT for it. So you can combine like a hybrid model where NFT have also the voting power,
Really?
including all the treasury. Yes.
That I have not heard of before.
I'm happy to hear that.
Wow. Okay. Is there anybody else doing a similar thing, or have I not heard of this before?
I think not. There are some DAO constructors, but we, as I told, we made a very huge research on that. And one of our missions is to be fully decentralized. So we added a lot of cool features with the delegations, with the different interesting things of two-level voting governance and so on. I will not deeply involve and share everything now, but it will be very huge and interesting when we'll release it.
All right, so the DAO you can use to vote, but you can also use the NFT to vote. But do you need the DAO and the NFT together to vote? Is that what you mean? They work in tandem together?
Yes, it will. Let me show the example. You can create your own DAO using not only the token, but in combo the tokens and the NFTs too. So let's say you have 1 million tokens of your total supply and 100k or maybe 1k NFTs, and each NFT inside the treasury also will have the voting power. And you can split the 50% of treasury to NFTs power and 50% of the treasury to tokens. And this is looking very nice.
Could you give us any reasons why someone would want to utilize the NFT side to do a vote, or is that information that is not out yet?
I don't want to share a lot because we're preparing a very nice and interesting campaign to show in examples on how amazing to use the NFTs in DAO. Yes, so we also will release a new concept of fundraising using the NFTs and the DAO, which will bring the most transparent way to community to be confident of DAO founders, because there are a lot. Crypto is mostly anonymous community, and if you have anonymous team, you also want to get the confidence of the community and to be transparent. So you can use the DAO model when the part of NFTs and the part of tokens in a treasury will be backed by the funds of fundraising. So you will not get all the fundraised funds and buy your Lambo, after fundraising, but you will have the tokens or NFTs, and you have the profit. Let's say an example, the profit sharing model of your treasury, of your company, which work for its treasury, and you will get rewards with other retail community or investors from all the profits which your company will bring by the fee, let's say.
So to everybody watching, when Dimitri talks about NFTs, he's not just talking about a JPEG loosely associated with a serial number.
Yes,
he's talking about an NFT with an actual use case here. And that's what I want to hear.
You're right, because
Yep, go on.
Yeah, because not all the communities still understand the important part of the NFTs. As you told, that a lot of people think that it's just JPEG pictures, which cost some money, and you can buy on low and high on top, and that is all. But the really use cases are amazing. How you can use the non-fungible tokens, which are NFTs, in the companies, in the real sector, and so on.
I like it a lot because I don't hear that very often. I've interviewed a lot of companies and they talk about NFTs this, NFTs that, but I don't really hear much of a use case from a lot of them. Some do, of course, but a lot of them don't really have a use case. It's more like a JPEG, so to speak, as we call it. But and just going back a few more steps with the DAO itself. So you also mentioned that you won't need any technical knowledge to get into it, and which means to me you're offering a user-friendly and seamless experience to people who wish to onboard onto this part of DeXe as well, with the DAO side of things, which is really good for mass adoption, because we're struggling right now, especially during the bear markets, to mass adopt, because people are, minimizing their risks, so to speak, and they don't want to sit there spending money on cryptos and NFTs and tokens and coins. But then if you make the onboarding experience too technical, people who might have be 50-50 about coming on during the bear market might see, oh, this looks too sophisticated for me, I don't want to come on board, and then we lose them. But then if you're offering what you're offering them, which is a user-friendly and seamless experience without that sophistication, they don't need to be a programmer or a developer with knowledge to know how to come on board and join and take advantage of the perks here, then you're on the right track, because a lot of projects out there, they seem to miss this as well. They think, oh, we're the greatest, we're the best, we're doing what we're doing. And then if I was to show my grandparents that project and ask them to come on board, they'll be like, oh, I don't know, forget about it. Not interested, they'll say. So that's really refreshing to hear, and it's good to hear that you've taken that on board and into serious consideration as well, because this is exactly what we need in the space, more user-friendly for that mass adoption that everybody so much wants and we all need as well. So about the DAO management frameworks, could you tell us a bit about them, and do you feel they kind of, create more problems than they solve?
Yeah, you're right. Of the thousands of the DAOs, yes, and how many actually have a majority of holders voting? It's one of the problems. And how many have significant total value locked? The activity level is really low in the DAOs, while the compliant and controversy level is very high. And our mission is to reverse that. It's a time, the process is too complex for most DAOs. So, and this is the problem. And any sort of change that they want to done on chain has to create a fork of the DAO. It's not convenient to all. And there are security risks too. There are a lot of hacks during these 2 years, especially in the DAOs. And if someone is to push through proposal, the noise of other proposals, how can the DAO protect itself? Meanwhile, DAOs create on our platform have flexible settings for quorum, weighted voting, like via NFTs, and a system of validators to safeguard the DAO's integrity. It's very important that we think.
When you mentioned that the voting system isn't very good with other projects, the first thing that came to my mind was Terra Luna during the collapse. And Do Kwon had actually announced a vote whether or not they were going to migrate to Luna 2.0, basically. So then he put up the proposal. Now, I can't remember if a DAO was used or if it was some other method. I honestly don't remember how he did it. But the moment that he put the proposal out for the public to vote, it immediately started off with 10 million votes for yes. Was it 10 million or 10? Yeah, 10 million votes, I think it was.
10 million votes. Yes, it's a problem when someone trying to buy almost all the token supply for a cheap price, and then let's say will make a proposal to distribute all the DAO treasury. Like, hey guys, I want to get the 50 millions from 50 million of treasury to my wallet, and I can vote almost all my voting power to do it. And in our case, he will reject it because we have validators who will have the second level power. It's an option, to be honest, for some guys or founders who want to use it to lower the security risks.
And there are some other brands as well who have 80% of the supply, 85%, 90%, even 95% unlocked. And they put forward these proposals knowing that they are going to dominate with the vote. So
yeah, it's a problem of almost all the DAOs, especially on the first DAOs which were created. They did not count the tokenomics. They want to grab almost everything tokens. I mean the founders. That's why it's difficult to manage them. So firstly, when you want to create the DAO, you might have in mind on how to distribute, how to involve the community, how to make the demand for voting. Firstly, so in our case, we're providing the rewards to each user who will make the proposals. We have also very special and interesting dashboard on proposal executing too. So our mission to be fully decentralized without any final confirming transaction by the founders.
So could you simplify for those who may be starting out in DeFi? Like, people often feel intimidated by decentralized finance. So could you explain to me, like as if I'm a 5-year-old kid, and explain how could I use your asset management platform? Feel free to paint any drawings on the screen.
Okay, I will try to be short, and I will imagine that you are like 5 years old. So of course, if you are good at trading, you can turn every trading strategy you have into a fund and set your own reward rate for when people who put the money into that fund profit from automatically copying your trades. All you do is create a fund in a few clicks and then keep trading like you normally would. Something with our DAO management platform. You create your DAO by choosing between different settings like minimum numbers of votes, voting token, NFT, voting duration. Then you also nominate the responsible people, as I mentioned, validators, to make sure nothing fishy is going on. Want to change anything, suggest that proposal and vote on it. So everything, I think, very simple to my mind. So I'll listen to your feedback.
I think even a 5-year-old would understand that. So the question I want to ask next is, what about your DAO funds? How are they used?
Yo, this is interesting. I have some trouble with connection. I don't know.
No, your connection is fine. There's no issue with your connection at all.
Okay, maybe I need to put my phone. Okay, so besides being so easy to create, the cool thing is how customizable they are. You can choose any token as your DAO treasury's token, or you can create one on the spot. You can use an NFT as voting power, or even a hybrid token, as I told, or NFT platform. So let's say you can have Bored Apes holders get 100 votes. for each Bored Ape NFT. So they hold and one vote for each ape token they hold. Is it clear?
Yep, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Okay. And every setting in the DAO can be modified via proposals. We also wanted to fix the incentives, so our DAO fund makes it super easy to assign rewards for voting and submitting proposals. Actually, usually people who vote are the ones getting the reward token distribution. So very smart incentives. And keep in mind that this is all happening on chain and completely decentralized. Any DAO member can propose a change, vote, and submit the transaction on approved proposal to pass it into modifying the DAO, and of course get reward for it.
So, moving along, it all sounds really nice and cool and even sexy, but I want to go slightly off topic here, because again, I'm here to pick your brain. But yes, we are in a bear market and we are witnessing global economic meltdown, and there's the talk of inflation everybody's talking about. So in your own opinion, and it's just an opinion, what kind of impact, if any impact at all, do you think this may take in the short-term future and in the long-term future of crypto and projects such as yours, for example? Just general opinion.
Okay, I am fully true believer in crypto. So I even never sold Ethereum when it was down to $100. So, and it was really smart idea.